Go live, they said. It's Wednesday night, they said. And you know what? I listened. I'm a listener. How's it going, everybody? It's Wednesday night. It is 8:30 on the East Coast, and it is time for the Loftus Party Live. We are going to... I'm in a bit of a mood. I'm feeling my oats. Lots to talk about. And I like this. It's like a rock show where you can do that long, dramatic intro. Here's what we got coming up for you tonight. Welcome. Gonna talk about Target. Gotta talk about Cracker Barrel. Gotta talk about James Comey and Taylor Swift. It's weird. All that and some stand-up dates and Gutfeld dates. I said Gutfeld wrong. There's no mask. There's no pants. There's just a heart attack and a little dance. All right, I'm going to say hi to some people as soon as I get tired of this. When I was a young boy, my mama said to me, there's only one girl in the world for you, and she probably lives in Tahiti. I crossed the whole wide world, just to find her. I love that song. Okay, time to say hello to some people. I will put the guitar pick down. For now, I make no promises. Okay, saying hello to some people. Gutfeld. I said Gutfield. I apologize. Let's do that real quick. Note to self. Don't do a bunch of yard work before you do the Loftus Party Live on what that's on me. That's my bad. I had so much off on my body. You can probably smell it through whatever device you're watching on. Okay, here's the important dates, because I always forget. First of all, I always forget this too. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing the videos so that others can see it and go, what the hell? What is that guy doing? So thank you for that. And thank you for the people on Locals and Patreon. When I tell you this, the people on Locals and Patreon, they get their own podcast show, uncensored, unfiltered. I got to mind my P's and Q's in this format. But if you want to kick it and get a little, it's like the only place I feel like I can truly be myself other than on stage as a stand-up. But here's what we got. These are the notes. Don't screenshot that. This Monday, the 25th, the Gregory Gutfeld Show. Yeah, I'm doing the Greg Gutfeld Show. I might be Scottish for the whole thing. Will Greg Gutfeld, will Cat Timph, will Tyrus put this in your pipe and smoke it? So I'll do that. I'll post some stuff from New York. I always like to do like a silly post the night I roll into town, and then whatever. We'll be in touch. So that's on Monday the 25th. Then on the 28th, I fly across the country. I'll be in Phoenix at the Improv there in Phoenix. Last week, there was well over 200 tickets already gone. I don't know how big that club is. I would love to see you. I want to hang out after the show. But if you're in the Phoenix area and you're on the fence, I don't know whether get your tickets. Florida, you guys were amazing. Florida was at 3 sold out shows there at in Palm Harbor. A little club called Snappers had an absolute blast. Florida, we got a love affair going. I got a love affair going with Florida. So that's September 28th or August 28th. Then September 9th, back on the Gregory Gutfeld show. And then September 19th and 20th, Denver. Rocky Mountain High, I'm at the Improv. Rocky Mountain High, the Denver Improv. Okay, so those are the stand-up dates. All the tour dates are at theloftusparty.com. I love the website. Have I mentioned that lately? Have I told you guys that lately? The website's fantastic. Lisa K. Tate reviewing books and movies and music. And then you got Gordo is doing the memes of the week. And then you got Serena doing like the Throwback Friday thing. You got Suzanne doing, there'll be a new one on Thursday, you guys. Her recipes are insanely good. You have to go check that stuff out. Okay. Sing it, Bob Denver, says James Smith. What was the name of the show? Before Gilligan's Island, Bob Denver was on a show where he played some like real hipster doofus. Do you guys? Maybe it's just because I worked in television. I know, but he had like a goatee and everything, and he was like this, like it's like in the 1950s. He was like some stoner doofus. Okay, gonna say hello to some people. What a shitty day. Thank God there's a Loftus Live tonight. Oh, Jackie. Oh, Jackie, I'm sorry you had a crappy day. We're gonna turn that frown upside down. First things first, are you wearing pants? Take them off. Unless you're driving, then pull over and take them off. Dobie Gillis. Dobie Gillis. That was the name of it. But like Bob Denver, my heart, I don't think Bob Denver's with us anymore. Those guys got ripped off so bad. They got ripped off so bad. That had to hurt. That had to hurt. You're Bob Denver. You're on Dobie Gillis. That's like a hit show. And you get paid for the episode that you're on. And then that's it. Then they own it and they just rerun it over and over and over again. And you're sitting at home just going, man, they're making money. Same thing with Gilligan's Island. That one really hurt. Oh, and I found this out, and I believe it's true. The professor, the professor on Gilligan's Island, guy was like a legitimate war hero. How about that? Okay. Michael, do you know how much weight Tyrus has lost? No, I don't. We're not that close. We're not. I don't run into Tyrus. But it's an honest question. He has dropped a few. Tyrus is looking fit. He's looking healthy. He's down to his fighting weight. But when I see him, I don't go, oh, Tyrus, look at you. You're looking svelte. You're looking sexy. How much weight have you lost? Because I think about this. I want to know. No, I don't. I'm not smoking. I'm not. This is I vape. I vape. Yeah, I quit smoking like a year ago. I used to smoke Marlboro Lights. Loved it. Loved everything about smoking. I loved flicking the ashes. I liked the lighter. I liked the matches. I liked talking with it. I liked flicking it. I liked. It was always if you were having like you're out to eat with some people that are like, you're kind of on the fence about, and you need an excuse, and you don't want to be like, oh, I got to get up and use the bathroom, because then they're like, wow, what's wrong with that guy? You just go, I'm gonna go have a smoke. And they're like, oh, I get it. He's an addict, and you're just like, get me away from those people. It was great. Marlboro Longbusters. Some people would do the Marlboro Reds. I couldn't do those. Vaping is not good. Go back to smoking. I've heard that. When I was a smoker, my friends all said to me, do something that's good for you. You should probably consider vaping. Now that I'm a vaping maniac, they all want me to go back and smoke. tell you what, you can buy the cigarettes. Until then, it's all a joke. Cigarettes are like what, $179 a pack now? I don't know how anybody does it. Okay. Please come to Northern California or Southern California next year, 2026. Stephanie, I'm going to try to make that happen with the American Misfits. Myself, Dave Landau, Joe DeVito. We're going to try to make that happen, like in Irvine. What's with the ear bling, says Kay Fisher. Yeah, I haven't worn these in a while. Got out of the shower, tried to rinse some of the off my body, and I got a wild hair because I'm like, ooh, I haven't worn the earrings in a while, and I like having that option, so I wanted to put them back in to make sure that the holes were still open. Boom. Yeah, because I'm unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. The smoking hot Christy Gnome painting the wall black today. I loved it. I love it. I do a bit in my stand-up about how I want the wall. I'm okay with the fence. We'll do the Christopher Walken part of it all. I don't do Trump, so I do Christopher Walken. I know we're getting a fence, but I want the wall. I want the big, beautiful, you can see it from space. I want that Great Wall of China. I want shopping malls, casinos, ample parking. I want the wall. And a million years ago, back when Trump first got in like 2016, Trump was saying, we should put solar panels on it. We should put solar panels. And I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a deterrent. I have to think those solar panels get hot, man. Remember those slides when we were a kid, those metal slides they used to have, and you would just totally roast the back of your legs? Yeah, I like a hot wall. I like a hot wall. Who's that? That company that makes the griddles? Who's that? Blackstone. We should get them as a sponsor. But yeah, paint the wall black. I don't even know. All I know is I saw a picture of them painting the wall black, and I was just wondering, like, what's the excuse? Because it seems like that's going to be expensive. That's going to be a lot of paint. So are they saying like it shows up better on radar? Like is it easier to videotape it? You get your camera up and the wall, the contrast is better. I don't know. Elaine says those slides were flaming hot. Yes, they were. All the monkey bars were hot. And yes, that's what we called them. Monkey bars. You know why we called them monkey bars? Because that was the name of them. It was all metal. I can remember. This is how old I am. When we got wood chips, like when I was going to elementary school, it was just like monkey bars and slides. You had some tetherball, which was total crap. That was just like you played against somebody who was taller than you in tetherball. It's just game over. It's a stupid game. Then you used to have a post. I remember when the school got they put mulch. They put mulch down. It was just dirt. It was just hard packed earth. And then they're like, ooh, mulch. Because yeah, nothing like taking a tumble off the top of the monkey bars and having to pick freaking tree bark out of your elbows and knees. Reflective and flaming hot. Yeah. So here's what I want to, we love you in Apollo Beach, Florida. Mary, where is Apollo Beach in Florida? And how do they feel about nudity? I was so busy. All my trips to Florida, I was so busy I didn't get a chance to go to the beach. That's bad. I gotta do better planning. I gotta do way better planning. Think about this. I talk about this on the podcast from time to time. How many summers do you have left? Make plans. Make plans and stick to the plans. Every year you should be having some kind of an adventure. I don't care if it's local. I don't care if it's in your state, if it's a drive. Do something. Okay. We had gravel, says Barb. That's hilarious. Gravel underneath the monkey bars. We had gravel on the monkey bars. We had needles on the sidewalk. San Francisco doesn't have good schools. Gavin Newsom on the radio. All right, that's just being silly. I don't remember any kind of ground cover to lessen the impact. This is hilarious. We had mulch, and we were happy to have it. You had mulch, we had gravel. We'd fall down and just take a mouthful of it. You had gravel, we had nothing to lessen the impact. That's hilarious. Do the Mountie song. I wish I could do. Isn't the Mountie song is like, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I cut down trees, I eat my lunch. I like to smell wildflowers. All right, let's talk about, because the time's a wasting. Cracker Barrel is in the midst of messing up. Target, here's the good news. Target, the CEO stepped down. The guy who did all the woke stuff, he's going bye-bye. Target is they're undergoing. They have a new CEO, I guess, and this guy has come up through the ranks. He's worked at Target for years and years and years. I hope Target can get it together. If you've been boycotting Target, it's time to go back. I don't know what store can replace that. We need, in the great balance of power, you've got Amazon, Target, Walmart. What else is like Target? Like what else? What other like home store? You know, oh, there's affordable clothes and there's affordable knickknacks and home goods. I want Target. Target messed up when they did the kids tuck it swimsuits and all their woke stuff. But yeah, Target messed up. Here comes Cracker Barrel. Here comes Cracker Barrel now. Yeah, I'm down for a boycott of Cracker Barrel. I really am. These people, it's this woke. Did you see the clip of the CEO of Cracker Barrel? Her mouth was so dry. She's on like Good Morning America or something. And every time, every motion of her lip going over her teeth, it was just like the driest mouth in the world. And they're rebranding Cracker Barrel. They're taking, you know how like there's the dude on the porch and he's like leaning on the barrel. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. This is some Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, Land O'Lakes, woke BS. Like the problem with Cracker Barrel isn't it's not the logo. Like the logo's not the problem. Cracker Barrel's fantastic. I like that Uncle Herschel breakfast. Listen, if you're traveling and you have the time, Cracker Barrel, phenomenal. You play that little game, the little triangle game where you're hopping over. You got the golf tees and you got to hop over and leave just one. That's fantastic. The gift shop. I heard they got rid of the gift shop. Like what? You could get a coonskin cap in there. You could get all kinds of stuff and jams and. How many times do we have to go down this road with these companies where they just we need to rebrand, we need to redesign the stores. How about you do this? How about you do good food at low prices? I'm just saying that. How about you do that? Maybe it's not the logo. Maybe it's the $20 breakfast. I'm just saying, maybe it's an unfriendly person who's bringing your freaking food to the table. Maybe that has a little bit to do with it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, it might not be the logo. I love Cracker Barrel. I want them to do well. Yeah, Cracker Barrel put in a young woman CEO, and she's pulling a Bud Light, taking out what works for Cracker Barrel. Yes, 100% yes. These people take over their companies, and they don't love the company. They really don't love the company. Here's a fun, I want to be careful here. I was very fortunate enough early on in my career, coming up in Columbus, Ohio, home of Wendy's. And Wendy's, their corporate office, they would do these meetings like a couple times a year, just to like, hey, you're doing a great job. Go out there and sell. Let's make great burgers, blah, 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 blah. And I had the good fortune of meeting Dave Thomas. I got to hang out with Dave Thomas, and we were talking about food, and we were talking about burgers, and how he got started, and Colonel Sanders, and it's awesome. When these companies, when the CEO leaves or is bought out, something happens. Dave Thomas knew it. Like when whatever company that was, but that bought out went, do you remember how good Wendy's used to be? Wendy's was insane. Wendy's was like, you would go to Wendy's if you were doing pretty good, right? You're like, ooh, you know what? Let's not do Burger King. Let's not do McDonald's. Let's kick it up a notch and go to Wendy's, bro. It was so good. These corporations buy these things, man, and they don't. I was watching this video about the downfall of like Pizza Hut. It's infuriating. Cracker Barrel is a great product. It's too bad they don't have somebody in there who loves the company. I don't drink anymore, but like Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, that used to be a great company. They used to be a great American company, and then they sold themselves to whatever the crazy overseas. They bring in some wackadoodle CEO. I like American companies. I like American companies who do it upright. I like the next generation coming up. Oh, one of the dates that I didn't mention is September 28th, which is Turd Stock at the Redneck Riviera. Yeah, that's John Rich. John Rich, man, that dude. He started his own Redneck Riviera, his own whiskey. He saw what the banks were doing, debanking people. He got with some friends. He got with some business people. They started Old Glory Bank. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome. That's how you do it. I managed $6 million a year stores for Burger King for 35 years. Maybe Brenda, you go. That's awesome. Way to go. Burger King. How's Burger King doing? I haven't been to Burger King in a long time. I left when they moved the company to Canada. Right? What in the Sam Hill's going on with it? I lost my guitar pick somewhere along the way. Maybe that's the Lord trying to make sure I don't play anymore. Jessica says, yay, I made it. I'm not taking my pants off yet, though. I just met you guys. That's great. You know, and listen, Jessica, feel free. You can always lie. You can always, but you can always be like, oh yeah, the pants. Those are. Who's wearing pants? And survival in the city. Oh, that's out on the horizon, out beyond the neon lights. Then there must be something better when there no one else is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Right. I should have. Don't. Jessica, you're fine. Either way. Listen, this is a no judge. We don't judge. We don't judge. And we don't have access to your camera. So we took a little bit of a turn there. Okay. Here's the other one we got to raise holy hell about. I'm still fired up about this. We have a little while left. I'm still fired up. Keep posting, keep tweeting, keep talking about this Crossfire Hurricane investigation with Comey and Brennan and all that stuff. I want people to be arrested. I want arrests to be made. There's so much evidence. And Comey, I was on Fox Business the other night, and they're like, oh, we want you to comment on this James Comey Taylor Swift thing. I watched the video. Of James Comey talking about how much he enjoys Taylor Swift. It gave me the creeps. It gave me the absolute creeps, and probably not for the reasons that you're thinking. James Comey, the way he was speaking was very much like, are we talking about Taylor Swift, or is Taylor Swift a code word for something else? I have financially supported many family members. I have financially supported people when they want to buy Taylor Swift tickets. I listened to the Taylor Swift podcast, but I couldn't listen to the last 15 minutes. I had to go to YouTube to watch that. Why did he feel compelled to say that crazy, like, coded message crap? It was really, really odd. Comey is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, and he's corrupt as Cocoa Puffs, in my opinion. Here's what I want. I want Epstein stuff. I want the Epstein list. I want arrests to be made in Epstein. The best way forward, I think, for that is to go after this Crossfire Hurricane stuff. That gives you Brennan. That gives you Comey. That gives you all these other people. Then you can put the squeeze on them. Then they start singing like canaries. Then they're like, okay, if I give you some Epstein people, can I stay out of jail? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So I want trials. I want treason. I want to bring back, this is another thing I was talking about on the podcast. We need to bring back like public humiliation rituals, like public executions and the stockades, right? Remember they put your head and your arms in that thing and people could throw like rotten fruit at you. We need to bring that back. When somebody shoplifts from Target, put him in those things. Taylor Swift might want to get a restraining order or let him introduce her next performance. Which will it be? Ooh. James Comey likes Taylor Swift. She's gonna need a restraining order. He speaks in code about his love for her. That whole dude is out of order. He's a weirdo. A weirdo. Okay. Don't tease me with talk of televised tribunals. You're messing with my emotions. Yeah. And here's I really went into it on the podcast. There's no punishments anymore. There's no punishments for anybody. Like you steal a couple $100 worth of merchandise from Target or Walgreens or CVS, they don't even prosecute you. You don't even get in trouble in a lot of places. So that's for the people at this level. And then you go up to the top bandwidth, the elite class. They don't get in trouble either. The only people I know getting in trouble are the middle class. We're the only people that seem to have to pay taxes and abide by the rules. Oh, you better pay that parking ticket, son, or we're going to come and tow your car. So I don't want to live in this society where only one class of people has to live by the rules. So forget that. So yeah, I want people on trial for treason. I really do. I want Comey and Clapper and Brennan and McCabe and Peter Strzok, everybody. And I'm going to keep screaming it from the mountaintops. And then if they want to save their lives, if they want to not go to jail for the rest of their lives or not see like a firing squad, well, then give me some Epstein stuff. And maybe we'll let you live out the rest of your days in Sing Sing. But that's how I'm going. Where are the consequences for these? Yes. What was I thinking about? Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Well, they used to use their power, Pfizer abuse, made me mad. Now they lose. Because I used to trust them, but it's all over now. You're gonna go to jail for a long, long time. I want you to, hey, that'd be fine. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Lynn says like and share. Lynn, you are an angel. I'm being silly now. I'm being silly. We're going to raise holy hell about this. Oh, and also mail-in ballots. The Donald floated a balloon how he wants to get rid of mail-in ballots, and that's key. I want to get rid of voting machines. Let's vote like they voted in 1956. But definitely mail-in ballots have to go. Other countries that have said goodbye to mail-in ballots, Mexico, France, Sweden, Russia, Italy. The list of countries that are like, it's too easy. It's too easy to put in fake ballots and doubts about ballots and all that stuff. So yeah, get rid of mail-in ballots. Let's drive Gavin Newsom absolutely bonkers. If you're coming to Northern California or Southern California, I want VIP. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If I come to Irvine for shows at the Improv, I'll get you VIP, 'cause I'm cool like that. All right, I have to go. Tomorrow is another wonderful day. New video comes out on Friday. Monday, there's another new video. Then there's also the Gregory Gutfeld Show. We do this every Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the locals and the Patreon people. Thank you to my good friends at the America First Warehouse. Make sure you check out the America First Warehouse and all their wonderful stuff. All right. Have a great rest of your night. One more question. Why are those pants still on?